Oh my goodness, a Chiefs love story. I can't wait for Taylor Swift to show. No. I can't wait for Travis Kelce. Patrick Mahomes. Who's on that cast list? Ed Begley Jr.?
Guys, we kind of need the field now.
Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story.
Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story. Sounds like it must be the Hallmark version of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, right? Wrong. No, actually, not at all. Instead, it's about this family that came together because they all went to Chiefs games like years and years ago, and her parents, they grew up together watching Chiefs games and then got together. A little incestuous bordering on, but that's fine. And they've been supporting Chiefs all these years, all through the 50-year Super Bowl drought. That doesn't sound really, like, come on. There's a lot of stuff in this about how, oh yeah, you got to support the team in the good times and the bad times. Then why aren't you making a Cleveland Browns Christmas movie? Like, you know? So this girl works in a Kansas City Chiefs fan shop, merch shop. They live in Kansas City. Her entire family is obsessed with Kansas City Chiefs. She doesn't have a single friend that we see in this, just family that are all obsessed with the Kansas City Chiefs. And she has applied to be the #1 Kansas City Chiefs fan of the year. But she's such a catch. She's a great girl. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what this film is or is meant to be or is trying to be, because the closest the main couple has to an argument is in the first act, and it's about her getting angry at him for not believing that her family's Kansas City Chiefs hat is magical and makes them win the Super Bowl. But she's a real catch. She's great. Like, she's a psychopath. So she's a real catch. Like a real big, great catch. Good girl, yeah. And he, meanwhile, also has no friends. He has a job, which he doesn't even seem to love that much because he's not like a football guy. We know that he once lived in, Europe or France? Yeah. But we know nothing else about him. It really seemed like they were going to flesh out his character a lot more than nothing. We get the idea that he's been somewhat lonely in Christmas in the past. We never see a family member for him. We never see a friend. A couple of work colleagues, very briefly. And they're just arguing with him about whether their pick for fan of the year is going to win over his, even though none of them get work bonuses for theirs winning. So it doesn't matter. So it's such an incredible nothing burger of a film. It's like if you accidentally ordered a cheeseburger without the burger and the cheese on the side. It's not even the same kind of plot that you would normally see in a Hallmark film. It's got slightly different characters to what you'd normally see, I guess, but it still manages to feel like just another one, and it manages to feel long. I paused this at one point and I was like, God, how much of this is left? There was still an hour left. It's only 85 minutes long or so, but it felt like it dragged. So, I mean, yeah, this girl doesn't sound like great. She sounds like an insane football-obsessed person with one personality trait. But this guy, he is in charge of, fan relations or something like that. He's the fan manager, Chiefs fan relation manager, something like that. Basically, the job title makes it sound like his only job is picking the winner of this competition, and yet he still doesn't get to pick it. It takes a whole office of people. But he lets her win this competition after he starts dating her, steals some seats for her family from the old Chiefs stadium to give her as a Christmas present, and doesn't get fired from his job. There's no talk of misconduct. There's no problems with his position whatsoever. Yes, he's a white man. Why do you ask? If the film is just very sickly sweet, but at the same time makes very little sense. And when you actually think about it, despite everyone having these mechanical smiles on their faces, they are bad people, or just not very interesting people. They are incredibly one-dimensional people. I don't like them or the story or anything about it, but I still couldn't really hate it because there's nothing atrocious about it. It's just generally pretty bad. So I'm giving that 5-second Andy Reid cameo 2 stars. Come on though, seriously, who was this for? It's not for Chiefs fans or football fans because it makes them look like psychopaths, and it's a Hallmark movie. It's not for Taylor Swift fans because Taylor Swift is not in it. The story's not even based on that romance, really. I guess it's for the mothers who walk in on a football game, go, look at Taylor Swift there, that's nice, and then walk out.